Polynomials using long division and synthetic division. This should be a review for you. Let's start with this problem. Give this a try. When you are done, well, pause your video. When you're done, press play for the correct answer. Well, here is the answer. Unfortunately, not all of it's showing. Let's see if I can get it to show. There we go. So when you're dividing, you ask yourself, what times x is x to the fourth? In this case, it's x to the third. Write the x to the third up top. Then multiply it out. X to the third times x minus 1 is x to the fourth minus x to the third. Remember, you need to subtract, so I change the signs and I add it together. It's the same as subtracting. Then I bring down the negative x squared. And again, I ask myself the question, what times x is 4x to the third? The answer to that is 4x squared. Multiply it out, and then I change the signs and add, bring down the x, and I repeat the process until I finally get to a place where I have nothing left to bring down, and that's the remainder. So my remainder is 6, and I write it up here, 6 over x minus 1. Next, I want to do this one because it's a little bit different than the last one. Can you see why? So I need placeholders in here. I have an x to the fourth and no x to the third, and I have an x squared and no x terms. So I got to put the placeholders in here for that. So I'm going to write x to the fourth underneath plus 0x to the third plus 2x squared plus 0x plus 1. Now again, I'm going to ask myself what times x squared is x to the fourth, and the answer to that is x squared, and I got to write that up top. And then this gets multiplied, so I have x to the fourth plus x to the third minus 3x squared. I have to change the signs and add. So this becomes minus x to the third plus 5x squared. I'm going to bring down my 0x, and up top, again, I'm going to say what times x squared is negative x to the third, and that is minus x, multiply it through, minus x to the third, plus, minus, minus x squared, plus 3x. I have to change the signs and add. That gives me 6x squared minus 3x. I'm going to bring down the 1, and I'm going to repeat again. Up top, I need plus 6. That becomes 6x squared plus 6x minus 18. Change the signs and add. That becomes negative 9x plus 19. I write that as my remainder.
Where's the GRC?
The GRC that way, and then turn right.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, I'm at my hall duty, so that was someone asking me where the GRC was. We're going to continue going. So now plus minus 9x plus 19 over x squared plus x minus 3. And there's the answer. So the process is exactly the same, except that you've got to put those placeholders in. Next, I want you guys to give this a try. Pause your video, and when you're ready to see the answer, press play. Here's the answer, and you'll notice that there is a 0 for the remainder. What do you think that means? Well, it means that 2x plus 1 is a factor of what I was trying to divide. So this part that's underneath here, the radicand, can be written as 2x plus 1 times the quantity x squared minus 5x plus 6. Now, this is important because you'll notice what is underneath this radical sign is not factorable by grouping or any other kind of factoring technique that we've done so far. So that just shows that we need another technique for factoring, which is going to be coming up later, but not today. Now I want you to divide this. When you get your answer, press play and check it. Hopefully I copied the problem right. Let's just double check it. X to the 4th. Yes, I did. Okay, so check your work. Hopefully you got the right answer. If not, press pause and try to find your error. Now I want to show you another technique for dividing. It's called synthetic division. It can only be used when you are dividing by a binomial, x minus a or x plus a. Now, I'm going to do the same problem we just did, only with synthetic division. Now, what goes up in the left-hand corner is the value you would get if x plus 1 was set equal to 0. You would find that x is equal to -1, and that's what goes in this top corner. Then you are going to list the coefficients of your radicand. So I'm going to have 1, minus 1, 0, minus 2, and positive 2. I'm always adding my columns, so I'm going to bring my 1 down, and then I'm going to multiply 1 times -1 is -1, add down -2, multiply the -2 times the -1, that's positive 2. Now I want to stop for just a minute because I want you guys to notice something. See this -2 right here? That is this -2. Okay, now I'm going to add straight down again. This is 2. And this 2 matches that 2. Multiply the 2 and the -1, that's -2. Add down, that's -4. Do you see the -4 over here in my long division problem? Multiply the -4 by the -1, and that gives me positive 4. Add straight down, and I have 6. Now, these are the coefficients of my answer. Now, I was taking x to the 4th and I was dividing by a binomial that has x to the 1st power in it. So my answer is going to begin with x to the 3rd. So I'm going to have 1x to the 3rd minus 2x squared plus 2x minus 4. And this is my remainder. Give this one a try. When you think you have the right answer, pause it now. When you think you have the right answer, press play and check your work. And oh goodness, not all showing up on the same page. So here's the answer you should have gotten. Hopefully you did. If not, go back and double check your work. The assignment for today is posted on Schoology. Give that a try, and I'll see you tomorrow.